Maybe you're in this situation too. You know business development matters, you know it needs attention, but you're not sure where to start. You don't have anyone dedicated to it, and hiring full time seems like a big commitment. That's exactly where one of my clients was when we first started working together. When I first started working with this company, they already understood how important business development was. Their sales team was busy, but nobody was focused on opening new doors. They knew pipeline generation couldn't be an afterthought anymore. They just didn't have anyone inside the company who could take full ownership of it. So they did what most business leaders do. They outsourced it. They hired a business development firm to handle the prospecting, the calls, and the emails. And honestly, that decision made sense. They were running a growing company and needed support. But after months of work, the results told a different story. The activity numbers looked strong, but nothing meaningful came from it. Wrong targets, wrong conversations, no qualified leads. It cost them time and money, but it didn't build the kind of pipeline they needed. When I stepped in, I understood exactly why they'd done it. They were trying to solve a real problem in what looked like the most efficient way. But I've seen this pattern before. For simple products or quick sales cycles, outsourcing can work. But when the sales depends on context, trust, and understanding the customer's world, that's hard to hand off to a third party. Still, we decided to test one more thing: AI. Not because we thought it would replace people, but because we wanted to see what was possible. And on paper, it looked great. The tools could find prospects, send messages, even track replies. But that's where the value stopped. AI could follow a pattern, but it couldn't adapt. It couldn't read tone, it couldn't sense hesitation, and it couldn't build trust. After a few months, the client was frustrated again. And honestly, I wasn't surprised. I've spent more than 25 years in professional sales, leading and developing teams of every size, from just a few people to hundreds. I've worked across industries, products, and services, and I've seen just about every kind of sales challenge there is. So when I looked at the situation, I already had a good idea of where it would end up. The real solution wasn't outsourcing or automation, it was ownership. So that's what we did next. We brought business development inside. We hired one dedicated BDR who would learn the business, understand the customers, and represent the company with real confidence. We trained them, set clear goals, and built structure around their work. Target lists, activity plans, and regular coaching. And that's when everything started to change. The leads were stronger, the meetings were real opportunities, and because those conversations were built on understanding, the sales team started closing more. That's the power of having someone inside who owns the process. AI and outsourcing can play a role, but they can't replace people who live and breathe the business. Technology helps you move faster, but only people help you move smarter. And that's what creates traction. If your company knows business development matters, but you don't have anyone dedicated to it yet, you're not alone. A lot of businesses are in that exact same position. But the moment you invest in someone who owns it from the inside, supported by structure and process, your pipeline starts to grow with purpose. If you're trying to figure out whether outsourcing or AI is actually helping, or if it's time to bring that function in-house, click the link in the description. Let's talk about how to build a business development system that connects people, process, and technology the right way. And now that you know the importance of having the right type of people in place, check out this next video on hiring the right people for your sales team. People for your sales team.
Okay.